Peace, 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 y'all. This is Chocolate Amun Ra, a special morning message. And it popped into my mind. My ancestors basically started speaking to me this morning. Alright, so just got finished taking a shower. So we don't need no interruptions and none of that kind of stuff. But I will say this, y'all. First of all, I want to say, we got to pay due respects to the Creator. The sun rises. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Amun. Peace to the gods and the goddesses and the kings and the queens. Dina, we gotta get some more deodorant. You got toothpaste and deodorant, right? You got toothpaste and deodorant on that list? Excuse me on that, but we'll get into this real quick. Black love, melanin love. I say it twice like that because a lot of people don't know what melanin is. You know, melanin is dealing with the skin, but we're talking about in the skin complex of darker race. Black, we know definitely it's going to give it identification. I don't like using it as a color code text, but when we're here at this time and era that people recognize that, either in the positive way or the negative way. So further ado, what I want to say, and I'm trying to keep this morning message really short. Honestly, I'm trying to keep it short. I got things to do this morning. So, black love. And using me for example. Over the years, you got your mother and your father. You got your mother, your sisters. And a lot of black women will go through this. Now, if you're not taught to love, if you're not taught to nurture, if you're not taught to love correctly, you're not going to really understand love, compassion, romance. Now, the word romance, basically, let me help you out. Romance don't come from the black nation or the melanin nation. That word just is a westernized word. Okay, romance. If you study the word romance, it can be used in a positive way. Also, could use it in a short-term negative way, because most people, what happens is you indulge into the word romance and you think your life is going to be based on romanticness. You're not romantic to me enough. You're not being more gentleman. You're not being like you was in the beginning. Like it was in the beginning. The man most likely was funny. He was educational. He probably had cash. Okay. If he had it together, all together was great. Now time have a way of testing people. Right? Right. Hold on to that. Okay. Now, bottom line is this. If you ain't really been taught this, but you've been taught from the outside your parents. Outside your parents, you've been taught that you're supposed to be romantic. That's not a relationship. Romantic has nothing to do with relationship. Romance don't have nothing to do with love. Now, once a person get hurt, when the man hurts the woman or the woman hurts the man, that romance don't exist no more. You could try to get it back. You could try to feel. It's like getting high. If you ain't got high, if you ain't got drunk, if you ain't got you smoked any drugs, or if you got natural high. Excuse me. All right, y'all. Excuse me for that, for the transformation. But like I said, I'm about to get out of here. We got to take care of some business. Like that. You know, even though I got adversities, I got problems. But, like, you know, still got to move on. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. Dealing with relationships, the black love. Okay? We adopted the Western worlds of love. And listen to and watching soap operas, TV shows, movie shows, comedians. We adopted it. You cannot tell me you have not adopted these things, because we did. We adopted it. You sit up here and you're watching all the white shows all the time, constantly. You know what I mean? I'm a 60s baby, so I was watching shows from the 70s. I was born in the 60s, so you don't count the first 2-3 years as you 1, 2, 3 years old. You don't give a damn. But by the time you're 5, you begin to recognize and be able to identify a lot of things. Right? Yes. Okay, now. Okay, so, excuse me on that note. Told you I gotta do things. So from that point on, y'all, I will let you know this. Pay attention clearly. You're dealing with black love. Don't get romance and love mixed together, because they're not the same. We don't come from that content. Now the problem is, in the last 50 years, even, like I'm 50, right? If you don't change the way you're thinking, you're gonna believe this. Most of us ran into several relationships. Okay, I was married, engaged 4 times, different women, okay? And another thing that I'm gonna let you know is this here. Black women, melanated women, is the best love in the world. You hear me clearly? It is the best love in the world. That black woman will take care of her man and her children. Now, what happened over the years, if you meet up with a black woman has been scorned, and she have not reconstruct her values and way she's thinking, well, she's going to carry a burden. And trust me when I tell you, when she says she don't trust men, she don't trust them. Some black women go, I'm going to give me a white man, or I'm going to give me a Spanish man, thinking that that's going to help them out. And Spanish men, and listen here, whatever you like it or not, Spanish people are melanated people too. Hey, if you think you're not, keep playing around with them white supremacists and you're going to find the fuck out. Oh, did I use foul language? Now, understand the concept and understand how things is work. You can't use romance. Courtship is another thing. Your courtship, it means you're trying to develop something, trying to develop a relationship. Now, true love is time. We're going to have another episode of this about black love, which probably is going to be probably a goddamn volume, because it goes on and on. Because I'm trying to put everything together, but I'm not. I'm just going to put a little bit and then leave it at that, because this is the morning message. True love is time. Do not forget that. And you can have true love in your community with somebody you know that you know for a long time. You develop a relationship with them. You can have true love with somebody at the job, because you've been around them for years. For years you've been around them, right? They know you. They know how you act. Literally, right? I told you I got to go get up and take care of business, right? They know how you act. They know how your behavior. Now, that doesn't mean that you're together in a relationship. It just, in a relationship or courtship between the two, male and the female. It does not mean that. It means that you have a spiritual relationship. Understand the maturity of this thing here. Most of you don't. You're not mature enough to understand that. You think because two people have been around each other for a long time has to have sex. No, they don't. You don't have to have sex. That's a bunch of bullshit. Now, if that frequency is there, If that frequency is there, that means the flesh wants to have sex. So you can have some problems with that. Meaning, if like let's use for example, if a male brings his male friend over, right, and his wife finds him attractive sexually, she may not never tell her husband that, but she finds his friend sexually, and you notice they constantly arguing and stuff like that, and they can be, now they got a respect line. It's a respectful line that's there. But the minute, and I'm going to tell you something, y'all, if they ever break up, or if there has been a serious issue in a relationship, them two are going to come together. How it may be, they're going to come together. And if they come together, the woman's going to use her emotions so she can be consoled. And when she uses her emotion to be consoled, it will be the innocence for her wind up sleeping with him. Now he on the other hand, he's going to roll with that emotions. You understand? And then the outcome will be, oh, it was a mistake. She was hurt. I was trying to, I'm your friend, and I was just trying to console her. Because that's how she wanted to be. Now, if that sexual relationship, because it's powerful, and say she goes, listen here, I want to be with you, and on the back of his mind, he always wanted to be with your wife. Guess what? It can happen. That's just one example. Okay? The problem is that we've got romance, sex, relationships, and all these things mixed up. It's not the African way. It's not. African people don't do that. If you go to Africa today, choose one nation and go in and study them. Okay? You don't even have to go. You can watch this shit on TV. They got these white damn fucking explorers that go there and watch people all damn day and talking about their behaviors like they fucking animals. You know what I'm saying? And you can watch them. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You understand? They do a ritual. Imagine that. They do a ritual dance, and then you choose one. And in some countries, you don't choose at all. The parents choose for you. Let's figure that out. See, that's on another story. That's on another morning's message, or on a series about black love. We are confused so bad that the fact that's why, how the hell you going to be in 4 and 5, 3 different fucking relationships? 2 and 3 different relationships talking about you in love. You was in love with man number 1. You was in love with man number 2. You was in love with man number 3. Next, you're talking about, if I can combine all 3 of these men, oh my God, I have the ultimate man. And men do the same thing. If I could combine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, skip 7, 8, and 9, and maybe 10, I can use it for the brain. Yo, we are out of control. That's what we're going to be discussing, black love. I use it for example. You know what I'm saying? You can sit up there and go, it's a bunch of bullshit. I don't care, quite frankly. But all it takes is one of y'all to get it. Get what I'm talking about. You need to leave this Western white supremacy, the whole entire system alone. This is the planet Earth. We all on it. You don't have to follow them. Yo, before I finish, the African Festival is here in Brooklyn on Flushing Avenue, Flushing in York. Okay? So I just wanted y'all to know that. No, you go to York. Okay, whatever. It's on Flushing. So, I'm Chocolate Amun Ra. Peace. I went farther than I was supposed to, but, gotta go.